content. So what's happening, my block buddies? This is Blocked Content. My name is Callum. We have really weird news today, and I hope that it's not true, but we have to talk about it because this is big, okay? Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, well, there might have been a leak that now provides people with reason to believe that there won't be like a lot more characters. There might even just be one or two more. Well, let's dive into this directly, okay? I mean, this is just blowing my mind at this moment. So I'm looking at this image that is basically a pack, like a box art, and it shows characters on the side of the box art, right? So this comes to us by way of Connor Eats Pants at Connor Eats Pants on Twitter, saying there's only 2 characters left in Smash Ultimate, and here's why. So he says this image is on the pre-order page for Ultimate. So this is official. Like this box art, you can look at it now. Like it will look exactly like this. This is not doctored. So this is officially like from either, the Smash Brothers team or the Nintendo team. Either way, this is official. This image is not on the pre-order page for Ultimate. Notice on the side, there's only 2 missing slots. One, of course, for Isabelle, because she was announced and she's not on the box art, so she will definitely have a place there. And another for the last remaining newcomer. This is crazy. I mean, of course, people can say they can just resize this and they kind of know that we're on to this kind of stuff to look for leaks. But I think that a lot of other things have, passed through our detectors or through Nintendo's detectors in the past, so this might definitely be real. So Connor Eats Pants now has like this thread up, and you can look this up on his Twitter where he talks in depth about more of, the reasoning behind why there's only 1 or 2 more. Well, definitely, at least 1 more. And I have a lot more evidence on this, and I'll go through it in this video. You may say, oh, well, there's characters missing, so that doesn't mean anything. And he says, no, not really. The pattern on the box showing 9 characters, and then it skips 9 characters. We can assume that Mario to Pikachu, which is 9 characters, including Dark Samus, are on the other side of the box, right? Yeah, of course, they would be. Because those characters would definitely deserve their own side of the box, right? They are like part of the originals as well, so that does make sense. We're missing them. They need to be on the other side of the box. We're not doing any tricks where there's the bottom half of the box as like newcomers. I don't think so. And it says this pattern repeats itself all the way to Palutena and Corrin, where you get only 8. Theory busted, right? He says, well, wrong. Ken is heavily rumored to be an echo of Ryu, which would then fill 9 again on the other side. And I would agree with this because Ryu is a character that I think is very original, but thinking about Echo Fighters, there's only a handful that jump out, right? And one of these characters for sure is Shadow. I think that Shadow is perfect for an Echo Fighter. A lot of people have seen Isabelle and said, hey, I think it would be great to not just have, Shadow as sort of just a simple Sonic skin, but be more like Isabelle, like have some original moves, have a different up B where he teleports using the Chaos Emeralds. Well, for Ryu, I think an Echo that is Ken would make a lot of sense. They have a similar move set. I mean, that was their whole thing in the games. So that's one definitely, like if they're doing Richter and Simon, they will do Ryu and Ken. Like there's no way. So he says, which would then fill 9 again on the other side, Palutena to Cloud. And we can gather from this is that the only characters remaining are likely Ken, and he says even if there's somehow more slots beyond that, what the box art shows, it's pretty much confirmed through this box art due to only show 9, then to skip the 9 pattern. So what he's basically saying is that Ken is a lock for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is like big news in its own right? We found this out through this awesome guy, so thank you so much. And there is another character that is heavily rumored, and we've talked about this one before on the show, but we've actually not had him in our predictions, which is another Pokemon from Sun and Moon. It's not Decidueye, it is Incineroar, which is heavily rumored, and it's been showing up in a lot of leaks the past few weeks and months, so Incineroar would definitely make sense. And then Connor Eats Pants goes on to say, before you say, well, there's a whole other side, you have to consider that there's only room for 36 characters if you count all the slots. If we take every character that was skipped on this side, we get 35 characters. Adding Ken, and that would be 36. So that would complete the two sides of the boxes. And I don't think that Nintendo will do something like resize them. I think that Sakurai was saying there's not too many newcomers coming, so I hope you're happy with what is coming. And I think that this is it, right? I think that they're showing now, this is like, we're rushing against 80 characters here. This is really impressive what we're doing. And of course, they go on to say that, remember that Sakurai said they plan to show every character before launch. Why make the box art this way if it's not the full roster? And this is a great point too. It heavily implies only 2 remaining, as hard as it may to believe. Yeah, a lot of people are hoping for at least like 5 more. I think in our discussion, Nintendo said that he would at least like 3 or 2 more. Then I would up him and say like it's 4 more characters, I think. But this implies that there are only 2 remaining. Which, yeah, again, Connor says it's hard to believe. I agree. But thinking about that whole theory where Sakurai says he plans to show every character before the launch of the game, why would they hide characters from the box art, right? I mean, if he shows every character, then that's the selling point of the game. Everyone is here. And now it might seem like we know who that everyone is, right? And he says, as much as I'd love for more, I want Skull Kid, Shadow, and Geno more than anything. I think the community needs to begin to temper their expectations as a whole to avoid inevitable disappointment. Now, of course, that's where blocked content comes in. I also have to tell you guys, yes, there is a possibility that this is true, so we better watch our expectations with this one because it feels very, very real. I know the feeling of a real leak, and this is dreadfully close to that. So he also says, to answer another common response, Miis are only counted as one icon on the box. This is just like on the website. We can assume that Pokemon Trainer is also the same way, filling the box out to an even 72 if you add Incineroar and Ken. So this is like everything that's in that thread. He posts a lot more information about the sources, which is really interesting. And I think that there's a lot of evidence for Incineroar too. If you look at Mega's Nintendo Leaks.blogspot.com, Mega's has been like trying to, out-leak the leakers and, screaming very loudly, but there's one thing that he's saying that makes a lot of sense in regards to Incineroar. Now, Incineroar is definitely the last piece of this puzzle, right? Because if Ken is in, and it's very likely that he's the Echo slot that fits right on the box, then who's that final newcomer? Will it be Geno? Like, will it be Shadow? Will it be maybe Incineroar? So he says in his latest blog post, a 4chan post has given Megas the next piece to the reason that the Nintendo Direct was delayed and cancelled. It seems it was about a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character that can cause earthquakes, and of course it was postponed because of the earthquakes in Hokkaido, and this was of course very tragic, and changing that up because of content is a very good choice. Even if they changed the character to Isabelle at the last moment, I think that was a great choice because it was just happy and fun the whole way through. So the post says it gets crazier. There's a chance that the character's trailer would be edited and his moves completely changed. There's even a bigger chance that the character will be deleted and or replaced. Well, now we know this is the case, right? It has been replaced by Isabelle in that trailer, in the Nintendo Direct. A lot of shows in Japan get retold to calm people in the hole of the natural disasters. If there was indeed a Smash character who can cause earthquake, well, let me put it this way. The trailer won't be edited, the character would be deleted, period. So they would be very, very, they would be on this at the second, they would jump on this. The character would be deleted, period. Now, it's up to us to find the character. So we'll look at this blog post, and it says Nintendo Direct did in fact include Super Smash Bros. Ultimate characters. A Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character can use earthquakes, reason the Direct was cancelled. Before it starts, let's find the Super Smash game. Okay, so Laura Kate Dale, which is of course a very popular leaker that we've talked about before, we even reached out to her for this one. Okay, how's this for a thing, she says. After that Direct airs, there will be a game that will be pretty clear as the reason for the delay. You'll know it when you see it. Come back to me with this post directly. I will have that game. Okay, now how's this for a thing? After that Direct airs, there will be a game that will be pretty clear as the reason for the delay. So, new game? She didn't say new game at all. So who could be this Smash Brothers character? Well, it could be Incineroar. A lot of shows in Japan, they get changed, and a character would be deleted from that Direct, right? And that would maybe be a character that can cause some sort of earthquakey attack. There was a leak that wrote, Incineroar rings the bell, and Incineroar has a wide range of attacks, including an uppercut, a lunge, 2 grapples, and a lariat. So his final smash, listen to this, buries the opponent into the ground, which sounds like an earthquake, don't you think? As he viciously pounds them deeper into the dirt, launching them at the end. So this is sounding like it could visually, like all his final smashes in the game up until this point, be very big, and maybe the ground, like, it isn't like knocked into the dirt, but the ground like shakes, there's like cracks in the floor, and it looks like an earthquake, which could like have people buried, which is like a headline even for Japan saying homes on Hokkaido are buried. Now, there was a leak that indicated a smashing fighter. That was clearly not the lovable Isabelle from the Animal Crossing. Yeah, people dismissed this, but if you take a closer look, you will see something that explains everything. Time for a smashing announcement was after the Pokemon Let's Go news. Sounds like that Pokemon fighter is about to create an earthquake, so they would put these characters after, like the Pokemon segment, there would be a Pokemon character, which would make perfect sense. So in conclusion, we're supposed to get 2 Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters in that Direct. There was still room for Isabelle at the end, but they would probably throw in Incineroar as well, which would feel like this big announcement that people would talk about, and then Isabelle would be the one that was like, oh, that's fun, like Wii Fit Trainer, you know, like a character that is great to have, but still like a little bit of an echo, a little bit of a clone, both having names that start with the letters I and were fighters 68 and 69. Well, yes. So this leak, I think I'm very scared for this to be real. I do think that it could be real. People have argued like the other side of the box, and it could be Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, Samus, Dark Samus, Yoshi, Kirby, Fox, Pikachu, Zelda, Dr. Mario, Pichu, Falco, Marth, Lucina, Young Link, Ganondorf, Mewtwo, Ike, Pokemon Trainer, Diddy Kong, Lucas, Sonic, King Dedede, Pikmin and Olimar, Lucario, Rob, Palutena, Pac-Man, Robin, Shulk, Bowser Jr., Duck Hunt, Ryu, Cloud, and then another character, which could in turn be, of course, the Echo Fighter, or Incineroar. The other side of the box, Luigi, Ness, Captain Falcon, Jigglypuff, Peach, Daisy, Bowser, Ice Climbers, Sheik, Roy, Chrom, Mr. Game & Watch, Meta Knight, Pit, Dark Pit, Zero Suit Samus, Wario, Snake, Toon Link, Wolf, Villager, Mega Man, Wii Fit Trainer, Rosalina and Luma, Little Mac, Greninja, Mii Fighters, Corrin, Bayonetta, Inkling, Ridley, Simon, Richter, King K. Rool, Isabelle, and then something else. Well, I think it does make sense. The left side of the box will most definitely have a space between Ryu and Cloud, and it will include Ken. And the other side of the box, it's a final newcomer, and it will be, after Isabelle, it will be Incineroar. That's the prediction of today. I don't want it to be true, but it really sounds like it could be true. Now, everyone, you guys know that we have this giveaway. You can win a Super Smash Bros. Pin, which is awesome. It looks great. It's a pre-order bonus for Europe, but we're making it available for the entire world. So put a comment down below why you think you deserve that pin. All you gotta do is like this video, share it with a friend, and of course, subscribe to Blocked Content. And as you guys know, we have a Patreon. We have a brand new patron subscriber, which I'm really, really excited about. I mean, it's so cool that people are joining this. And right now, the 3 awesome guys, Grayzon is a Blocked patron, Console Warriors is a Blocked buddy tier, and Joey Margolian has just joined as a Blocked patron as well, donating $5 a month, which is the reason why I get to talk and say things like this. So that's really cool. I just want to do one more thing. There was a comment question that came in from the last video. And if you want to be next video's comment question, just place a comment down below and I'll pick them out. Just be funny, be interesting, and maybe you'll win, right? So the comment question of today comes from Ryu Hako. And I think this is funny because it talks about all the things that we're talking about today, saying, I have an entire list for upcoming direct predictions. Shantae, possibly first indie fighter? Shadow, Echo Fighter for Sonic. Karate Joe, because Rhythm Heaven, I guess. Bandana Waddle Dee joins the Return to Dreamland crew. Gino, I really doubt this, but he's been asked for countlessly. Banjo and Kazooie, I also doubt this since Rare doesn't work for Nintendo anymore. Gene, Echo Fighter for Bayonetta. Ken, Echo Fighter for Ryu. No, not me, the Street Fighter. New F-Zero character. I don't know any other than Captain Falcon. Louie, Echo Fighter for Olimar. Octolings, Echo Fighters for the Inklings. Dry Bowser, Echo Fighter for Bowser. Rayman, because Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle happened. And that's it. Thank you, Ryu Hako, for sending in this comment. As you can see, we talked about Ken at length in this video, so that one is definitely happening. Incineroar might be the other one. I'm really curious what you guys think of this, so put a comment down below. The comment question of today is, who do you think the final 2 characters will be? So put it down below. I'm curious. To me, it sounds like this could be true. So let's just bundle our powers together, right? If you are excited for a new upcoming episode of either Snake Codex or our new show, which is launching tomorrow, which is amazing, stay tuned because I'm very excited to show you what character this is. We've said it at length. It's a character that debuted in Brawl for Smash. The character will be phoning it in, and I think there was another hint that we dropped at the live stream, which is like there's a certain smell about this. If you want another hint, it's Wario, and it's launching tomorrow. See you guys later. This was Block Content.